I've got my music on, and now I'm working on covering the boards. As you can see, things I didn't think about, and I won't have enough border. I flipped the lightning bolts just a smidge so the colors match, as is evident by my hair. We are working hard over here. Good morning and happy classroom setup. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I'm a third grade teacher in the state of Florida. I am setting up my classroom to start my 7th year of teaching, which is totally crazy. I'm moving classrooms from where I was at the same school just down the hallway. So currently all of my stuff is not even boxed up. It's just shoved on a cabinet and on a counter right now. And so it is time for me to just start slowly coming up to school and getting some things put back into their place, and just have a relaxing, fun time. So thank you guys so much for joining for this classroom setup series. If you missed the announcement video about me moving classrooms, I will link that in the cards above for you. But if you're wondering why I'm moving, I explain all of that over there, why I'm moving just a few doors down. I would love to know in the comments too. Let's just go ahead and get a little engagement going. How many times, if you're a teacher, how many rooms have you been in? Which would kind of tell me how many times you've moved rooms. This will be my 4th classroom. But the good news is this one is my classroom that I had the last 2 years. You just take it and go, and it's a mirror image, you flip it over, and that's what this classroom looks like. So I'm excited because a lot of things that I've already done will stay the same. Some of it will change though, because I will no longer be teaching math. I'm just gonna be teaching language arts. And anytime you have a new classroom, it's your chance to just kind of change things and freshen them up. And it is flip-flops. So I have to make sure that everything that I had in my previous room still works logistically in my new room, flip-flopped, if that makes sense. I'm up here pretty bright and early. It's 9 o'clock on a Thursday morning. I've got a caramel iced coffee rocking. My bag has snacks and a bubbly and a big Simple Modern cup full of water, all kinds of stuff. So I feel very prepared. And the best part about this classroom setup series is I don't have to unload anything. That is what makes classroom setup such a nightmare. Let me tell you, is the boxes and putting it in the car and taking it out of the car. But all of my stuff is already moved. I shared kind of about how I got it moved to my new classroom in the last in my announcement video, but I did have some friends from church from my small group come and help physically move all of the stuff from the old classroom to the new one, and that was super helpful. But that also means that there's no kind of organization, because when you pack it in boxes, you can kind of organize it and say oh, well, this is my box of all my craft stuff and this, and there's none of that because it was just people moving and getting it on the shelf as fast as possible. So I'll show you when we go in how unorganized everything looks. But the best part about this morning is all I have to bring in is my backpack that's in the back seat and my iced coffee and my phone, and I'm ready to go for classroom setup. And then that's the first thing that I got to do. The second thing is I have to remember to walk past my old classroom and go to my new classroom, because that's going to take some retraining of my brain for sure. But I'm so glad you guys are here. Classroom setup series are the best, and I'm so excited to start this one with you. So let's go in and get started with classroom setup part 1. Can you see the giddiness and excitement on my face? I love setting up my classroom. It's so much fun. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys, I'm here. I'm going to show you the current state of my classroom. If you hear music playing in the background, I think the custodial staff is working around and they've got their music blaring. So I apologize if any of that is in the background. But in just a minute, I'm going to put the phone up and turn on my own music and set up a time lapse anyways, so it won't be a big deal. But here's the current state of the classroom. So as you can see, everything is just shoved on this counter. And David was like, you're going to hate me when you discover how entirely packed everything is and totally random. But I just needed him to get it up there so it was not on the floors and it was not in the other teacher's way who was moving out of this classroom. So I think it's totally fine. It'll be okay. It's just going to be hard to find stuff. And the rest of it is over here. And then the rest of the room, the music may get louder as I walk this way, but the rest of the room is pretty empty. I'm gonna look and see what the teacher before me left in the cabinets and stuff. But as you can see, pretty empty. And we're still waiting. They're obviously cleaning carpets and they're gonna do tile this summer and all of that too. But that's kind of what my classroom looks like currently. All right, let me set this down. So as far as today goes, I have a nice checklist of things that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop that checklist right here so you guys can see. Those are the things I'm hoping to accomplish today. I haven't decided if I'm gonna write it up on the board. The boards are so nice and clean that I don't think I'm going to actually. So I might email myself a picture of that checklist so I can put it up on my smart board. So first order of business is gonna be to find my keyboard so I can log into my smart board and like plug everything in. And get some music pumping. But I think I'm gonna start with like all of the wipe down things that I have, like start wiping down counters, cabinets and things. I know the custodial staff is doing like some of that, but I don't think they go like inside the cabinets and like wipe the shelves. And since they're totally empty, that's kind of what I want to do. And that's what I started with last time when I set up my other room down the hall. Obviously, I cannot really wipe off these counters or cubbies or anything yet because they're full of all my stuff. So that's a little bit different from last time. But at least what's over there, I can wipe off and get it nice and clean. So a lot of my to-do list today is wiping things. I also have some bulletin board stuff that I need to take down that the other teacher left. She has these really cute growth mindset posters that are back here. And I did want the posters because I thought about, I know this sounds weird, but I kind of wanted to put them in the bathroom because last year I didn't have anything like fun in my bathroom, like posters or anything. It was just kind of a plain classroom bathroom, and my neighbor teacher had like growth mindset and stuff for the, you know, just stuff in that hallway in that bathroom. So I was like, oh, that would be really cute to use. They're also just really cute posters. I really like them as far as like learning growth mindset things. So I could like introduce them and hang them like one at a time, but I don't necessarily want them on the wall back there because I like my kind is cool with the cute flowers that I had. So I'm gonna take that down, but like save the posters. And then same with the stuff up here. She had some like graphics that are from our house system that I really like that I was like, oh, I can use those because they go with our house system, but I don't necessarily want them up there. But since she was trying to move all her stuff out, I was like, yeah, just leave those up because I want them. So I'll take them down. I don't know if I'll get to that one because I can't really get up on the counter because my stuff is all over there, but I'll take that one down today. And then I was thinking I can even start to cover the front bulletin board. So that's like an overview of what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna start sipping my coffee and like get started finding my keyboard and stuff. But my last disclaimer is this is gonna be a struggle, and it's gonna be a struggle because I went to a workout class yesterday with two of my great friends here. I have not worked out in a very long time. I was much better at it last year at like keeping up with it during the school year. This year I did not. In the spring it was like bad. And so I went to a workout class with them yesterday and I am so sore. Oh my gosh, my legs are sore, my butt is sore, my arms and my chest are sore because it was like a full body sculpt for like 55 minutes. Oh my gosh. So needless to say, I'm like extremely exhausted and sore. So we'll see how much of this I can get done, but I won't be able to like, I don't know if I look like I'm moving funny in these time-lapse clips. That's why. It's because I am moving funny because I'm in pain. But I'm gonna find the keyboard and go ahead and get started. You guys are gonna be set up on a time lapse for a little bit or just to get some footage of me working through that checklist. So let me email the checklist to myself, find the keyboard, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, I think it was that simple. Like there's a keyboard sitting on my desk, but now I can't remember if that one's mine. Wait, I think I see the box for mine, which means I need to take that one down to my coworker's room in the room that I left because I took my keyboard from there. So I just need to swap it with her because I think this one's mine, but this box feels empty. Okay, see now this is gonna be a problem. So I probably should have like made sure. Yeah, see that's, I don't think I have it anywhere else in the mess. It would have been like right there with that box. So I'm pretty sure the one on the desk is mine. Also, it's already plugged into the board. So did I already like try to log into the board when I was here last time? I can't remember. But we're just gonna go with it for now, and I'll check with my friend who's moving into my old room and make sure she has everything she needs, like technology-wise. And if she does, I'm just gonna assume that one's mine because it looks just, it's the same brand. It is what comes in that box. But I know the school has similar ones too, so that's a fun time. But I guess it was that easy. It's just sitting there on my desk. tackle, I'm out of breath. Coming to tackle the other side. There is some stuff like this in here. I'm trying to even remember what I use. I think I put my sandwich bags in here, usually above the sink, which she left some plates and cups, which I also keep above the sink. I think I did sandwich bags like down here, plates and cups up a little higher. I think this was an overflow. No, this was my games. Yeah, in my other classroom, this is where I kept my games. And then this is where I kept my craft supplies, which she has left a lot of school supplies for me that I'm very grateful for. Like, well, I keep hitting the tripod. Like markers, index cards, all of those things. But I don't keep them here. I usually keep those, bear with me as I spin, over there in like my supply central. So I think what I need to do next is take these things off the shelves and do exactly what I just did over there as far as the cleaning goes, because that looks so nice and feels so nice. So it's time to do that over here. But first I gotta take all this stuff out and find a place to put it temporarily. I don't know where that's gonna be. Probably on a desktop or something. As is evident by my hair, we are working hard over here. Whew. I'm almost done with the cabinets, which is taking me way longer than I thought. That's just like one thing on my checklist for today. But I don't know if I showed you earlier. I showed you it was in the upper cabinets. Her lower one down here had all of the wipes. I think I just did like y'all, that is insane. I need to brush my hair now, for real. I think I just did a pan of like all of the wipes and tissues that I just pulled out of this cabinet, and I keep like my outdoor games and my Legos in that cabinet, and I put all of my wipes in this one that I'm sitting in front of that's under the sink. But I don't remember what I did with my tissues, but I had like a cabinet over by my desk that was not very well utilized, wasn't used all too well. See what I did there? Taylor Swift fans. And so I think I can use that for tissues, because last year the only thing I had in it was notebook paper that we didn't use super duper often. So also a lot of this stuff, like pro tip for you guys, I know there are some schools that like struggle to get all of this stuff. Okay, sorry, this is like really hard to do while I'm talking. I know there are a lot of schools out there, like Title I schools and stuff, that struggle to get all of these Kleenex and Clorox. So if you're there, I've been there, and I feel you on that. And every single bottle is like gold that you get of wipes, and every container of Kleenexes. My school that I'm at right now is not quite that way. Like, clearly we have an abundance of Clorox and tissues around here right now. So when I have that at the beginning of the year, like this is all her stuff from last year, and I know I have Clorox. I don't have as many Clorox. I go through wipes a lot, but tissues, I know I have tissues over there, and that's a ton of boxes. So when I have extras, I like to make like a cart. I get my rolling cart together, and I make a cart for the special area teachers, because they usually don't get as many at the beginning of the year because they don't have like a specific classroom supply list. So just a pro tip: hand sanitizer, Kleenexes, and wipes. Your special area teachers will thank you immensely if you donate your surplus of that for their classroom. And then if you're at a Title I school, like, I feel ya, and hold on to those bottles of wipes in those Kleenex boxes, because they are like gold. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm almost done though, because I think I just have to wipe out this counter, or this cabinet right here, and then this countertop area, and then I can check like 3 things off my list, I think, because I said to wipe the shelves, the fronts of the cabinet, which I think I need to do that one again. I see something sticky on it. And then the countertops. Those were like 3 different items on my list, so I can start making some checks on my list, and that's gonna feel really, really good. Day 1 for me is usually like a lot of cleaning like this, but I just feel better. Like the tops of the cabinets were so dusty, and I put my stuffed animals up there, like my book character stuffed animals up there for display, and it just feels better. It doesn't look like I've gotten anything done because I haven't even started to touch that mess over there, but it feels better. Like all of that feels nice because I know it's all empty and clean and like ready to put stuff in. And that's the goal for a lot of my checklist items today. So I'm gonna stop rambling. Maybe I'll walk over and see if I can find, like I can see some of my wipes over there that I can add to this collection. And I'm gonna have to put the tissues somewhere else, like maybe on that counter over there, and go ahead and put them in one of those lower cabinets on the other side that I know will be open. Unless I wanted to use, I just took all the tissues out of that cabinet. So do I really wanna put them back in? Probably not. I could put the Kleenex here, because then it's with all of my other supplies, and put the games over there. I think I'm gonna keep the tissues over there because my teacher table will go there, so it's like close. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then my like outdoor games and Legos can still go right here, because I like having this one because it's like under the sink. I don't know if you can see that. So I like having that one as like cleaning supplies because it makes sense, because my uppers and my lowers, like that's cleaning supplies, but Kleenexes can go somewhere else. Okay, I'm gonna go get wipes. It's gonna take me forever to get up though. Ooh. Y'all, I'm so sore. I've been like pushing up with the cabinets or the countertops, and then like using the handles of the cabinetry to help me get down because my legs are so sore, which is probably not safe at all, but I've been doing it. All right, so here's my wipes from my old classroom right there. So I can go ahead and put those in that cabinet, and that'll take something off this shelf, yay. Even though I just added all of that crap to the shelf. So I'm really not making that much progress here, but it's a start. Whew, okay, y'all, I'm sitting down for a minute, taking a break. I'm gonna keep working on my coffee because it's been sitting out here for a while and I haven't had it because I've been busy working, and I've had a glove on my hand, and oh, the glove was so gross when I took it off because I'm sweating. It's like warm. So my hand was sweaty. It was gross on the outside and the inside. Yuck. Okay, so as you could see just a moment ago, I've checked a lot of things off my list. I wiped the cabinet shelves, the fronts, I cleaned out the cabinets, and I wiped the bookshelf. It was only 4 things, but it took a very, very long time. But I feel very good about the cabinets and the countertops over on that side of the room. So I don't know if I'm gonna do any of it today, but like maybe in the next time I like come up to the classroom, I feel good to like start putting things back in those cabinets. Like I have got my games out and my craft stuff out like right here. So another day, I should be able to start to put things back in the cabinets where they go without worrying about it being dusty or dirty or anything like that. So that feels really good. I also made that little rolling cart that's not mine. I guess it was the teacher who was in here before me. I guess it was hers. I don't really need it. Or it may belong to the office. Like maybe the office had it and she was just borrowing it to move stuff. But I started filling it with stuff to give to special area, like surplus of Kleenex and wipes and Germex. I know I have more somewhere over in this stack of stuff. So that was like stuff that I'm like, okay, I just don't need to have this many containers, and I can send those down to the music room or the art room. But if I start to put them on, what are those? Weird. If I start to put them on that cart, then it has a place to live. So that's good. Let me just say our custodial staff is amazing here, by the way. They've been like in and out cleaning all the rooms, cleaning the glass, cleaning the switches, the door frames, all that stuff. So they do a lot of cleaning as well. I just, like I said earlier, don't think they do like the tops and the insides of the cabinets because most people have their stuff in there. And that's something that I like to have nice and clean. Kind of like, I have one more thing. I thought I was done with all the wiping chores, so I was like, oh, I'll take my glove off. It'll be great if I threw that glove away. Pro tip, if you're like going for a classroom setup day one, bring gloves and wipes because there's nothing worse than like having the wipe stuff all over your hands. So to wear a glove, I did that 2 years ago and it was like a game changer. So I took the glove off because I thought I was done with all of my wiping, but now I'm seeing that I didn't wipe down the teacher desk. And that was the last thing on my list to have like wiped down today. So I may have to glove back up. I brought extras to wipe that down. But things that I have left, taking down the back bulletin boards, I'm probably gonna do that next because it doesn't involve cleaning. I need a cleaning break. Covering the bulletin boards, I might save that for the end. Organizing the fiction books, maybe. I'm gonna have to adjust the height of some of those shelves I've noticed. And so that's not gonna be very fun, but I might be able to do that. But also at the same time, a lot of my book crates are like under things over there and my arms and my legs are so sore that I don't know if I want to be moving book crates yet. So that might be for another day, but it's on there because I've wiped the shelf down. Find my chair cover and put it on my chair. That's really easy. I just have to find it. Wiping down the teacher desk and getting my supply holder stuff set up on my teacher desk. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good for my checklist. So I may work on, I'm gonna take a little break, then I might work on finishing some of those things up and then see if I still have energy or if I'm wanting to go home. Because it's probably like, what, 11? Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock. I've only been here like 2 hours though, so that's really not that bad for the amount of work that I just got done with those cabinets. Yay, we're rocking the classroom setup. But I'm out of breath, I'm tired.
True. Speculating, a long time waiting to hear a word back from you. Conversations in my head got me conflicted with what you said. I tend to second guess myself, like too much. 'Cause I think that I've been falling ever since that day out in the park. And I don't know if this is love, but maybe this could be the start. Wondering if you'll feel the same. Wondering if my heart's okay. I don't know if this is love, but just a phase.
Just delaying and replaying that look upon your face. Your laugh is contagious, never ages, always seems to make.
Okay, I've got my music on and now I'm working on covering the boards, as you can see. And I might have done the black too small. I don't know, we'll see how it looks. I kind of measured it beforehand, but I think I had more of the black peeking out. I think I'll be able to decide once I keep going. But I can't remember how I made this like lightning bolt match up, so I'm gonna have to go watch my video where I set it up last year. Like, did I do it like this to where the colors didn't match, but the lightning bolts were all facing the same? Or did I flip it upside down so that I had red and then flip it again? I think I left it all the same direction, but I'm gonna go check and see by looking at my last classroom setup series to see how I did this. The smiley face one, I just kept going in the same direction, I'm pretty sure, and didn't make it match up. Okay, I can confirm that I made the colors match. And last time I did this, I was trying to decide if I should do single border or double. I also didn't look to see, I'm kind of covering up the metal strip here too. I don't know if I did that last time, but I think it'll give me more space on my chart. But can confirm, I like flipped the lightning bolts. So this one's gonna go like this way and kind of overlap with that one, like just a smidge so the colors match. And then I did the other one the opposite way. And I think that'll be enough border It's just like for visual purposes, to give it something that'll pop. So I think that'll be enough. It's funny because I was watching the last one and I was like debating back and forth, do I do double border or single? And then I decided to do double. I think I'd already done single on the other board and then decided I wanted to go back and do double. So it looks like I'm doing it the same way that I did last time, where I'm doing the inner border first. Actually, let me look and see. Oh no, actually last time I did the outer border first and then I went through and I tucked the inner in. Maybe I just took it down the other way. Oh well, I think doing the inner first and then the outer is smart because I've got like the shape going. So I think it'll be okay. We'll see. I'm about to try it out and see if it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. It's just border. It's just border. Let's do it.
Make my day. Conversations in my head got me conflicted with what you said. I tend to second guess myself like too much. 'Cause I think that I've been falling ever since that day.
Things I didn't think about. If I go around the edge, I'm doing it a little bit longer and I won't have enough border because I don't think I have any extras of this printed. So I'm gonna have to go print it. Also, for you teachers out there who are first year teachers or didn't watch my last classroom series, all of my decor stuff is from the Rainbow Remix pack from Rachel Burnett on TPT. I'm not doing a different theme. I'm just kind of moving things to a different room because I still like this theme. It's colorful. You can kind of throw anything you want in with it. So I'll link that in description if you want. These are all like printed borders from her pack. And same with these, like that I'm gonna do on the next board in just a second. But it looks like I'm gonna have to print out an extra of these and an extra of those. I had a place like in my storage closet that I hung like extra borders last year, but I think I've already gone through. I don't know if I've pulled that out or not because that is all the stuff that I pulled off the bulletin boards. This was from the hallway and that's all binder clipped together. And then I have this one that's still in the package. So I'm sure that one was one that I had clipped up on my storage closet wall. I just do like a command hook and then a binder clip on it to hang it. But I feel like I had other extra borders. And so maybe I printed or I like hung my extras of that pattern somewhere, but there's no telling which box it's in. So I may just print an extra one tonight on my printer at home and then laminate it and bring it the next time I come up. But I'll probably have to do the same thing with the smiley face one, I'm realizing now, because I don't think I'll have enough unless I somehow find those, but I doubt that's gonna happen today. So let's go. So I'm leaving my board like this with that little spot right there. I'm done, but that's okay. I'm gonna move over to the next board and get as much of that border done as I can.
Out in the park, and I don't know if this is love, but maybe this could be the start. Wondering if you feel the same. Wondering if my heart's okay. I don't know if this.
All right, same situation over here. Finish the smiley faces except for that little piece. So I'm gonna have to print like one page of the smiley face, one page of the lightning bolt, unless somehow I find them in this massive stuff and I find out that I did in fact have extras printed. I feel like surely I did, but I think the double border turned out good. It's just enough to where it's like noticeable. So that means I've finished cleaning out all of the said cabinets and I've done this bulletin board and this bulletin board for today. And I don't know, that might be like where I stop for today. And then I just make a list and regroup for next time. But let's check and see how we're doing on the checklist because I haven't looked at that in a while. Okay, so here's my checklist. I can check off cover bulletin boards. And I can check off take down back bulletin board because I did that as well. Oh yeah, I was on the phone with my mom, so I forgot to like mention that. I can also check off chair cover because I did that. So if I wipe down the teacher desk and then find like my supply holders and picture frame things that go on my teacher desk, then I finished everything except for the fiction books and then like those 2 pieces of border. And I think that's a good like stopping point for day 1 and for part 1 because I've done a ton in this room. Oh my gosh. But it's looking better already. I'm very glad I'm spending time doing it now. I kind of want to go to Hobby Lobby because I also took down, let me see if I can show it to you without like showing you all kinds of things. I took down this board in our shared office space because it was this like blue with a weird border from like the previous teachers who were here, and me and my partner teacher were like, that's got to go. But they have this cute disco ball border at Hobby Lobby. LOL, there's me setting up the bulletin boards right there from 2 years ago. They have these cool disco ball borders, and I'm thinking maybe I'll get that and maybe get something to cover that. So the next time I come, I can just cover that up. I think that would be fun to go do, and just to go to Hobby Lobby because it's summer and I can. And just look and see what they have, because I think they have a cute birthday poster too, and I really need to get a birthday poster for my room this year. I'm not really good at birthday displays, but I need to be better at it. It's kind of a goal for next year to display birthdays. So I think that might be like where I end my day, and then I'll make a to-do list for part 2, which will probably include more of filling these cabinets and then hanging things as I uncover them, I would imagine. And hopefully the books. I just don't know if I have the energy or the leg strength to like squat up and down with those boxes and change the shelf heights and all that today. Maybe another time. So I think I'm gonna wipe down the desk, maybe get my desk area situated since that's the last thing on my list, and then I'll check back in.
Maybe this could be the start. Wondering if you feel the same. Wondering if my heart's...
Hello everyone, I'm at home sitting on my couch, currently editing this video. Wow, I got a lot done today, and as I'm watching it and like editing it back, there's a lot for part 1 of the video. My phone is what I was using to record, and it literally died in the middle of me wiping off my desk. So then I went to Hobby Lobby and like had it charged in my car just enough to be at like 7% charge. Went into Hobby Lobby, got a few things. I'll show you those in part 2. But I've been sitting here, had a snack, was watching some TV. I've been editing, working on signing up for summer PD, just kind of chilling this afternoon. I'm just relaxing. So thank you guys so much for watching part 1 of my classroom setup series. Make sure you like this video and subscribe because part 2 will be coming soon. Clearly there's still lots of work to do, but I feel like it was a very productive part 1, and I'm so excited to take you guys along with me as I transform this new classroom. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.